Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here, back with another guide for Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree. This time I'm going to show you how to defeat Rugalea, the Great Red Bear, in Rauh base. This is more or less a rune bear fight, however this particular bear has access to bear incantations, which in the lore seem to be taken as a bit of a joke, but they can deal quite a lot of damage if you're not careful. This boss can just be found in an open field. Just be aware that there are smaller, lesser bears around this field, so it's worth scoping the area out for any other bears and then killing them before you fight this one, because you definitely don't want them interrupting you. So you saw there, the boss basically opens up with one of those bear incantations. It also has access to some of the bestial incantations that Garank has, so it can rip up the ground, it can use Beast Claw on you and sort of chuck rocks at you, but you do need to be very careful of its roar attacks. Those are the new bear incantations. So you saw there that I was able to get out of that grab without taking too much damage. This is a universal, I believe, mechanic that's hidden in every Souls game, with the exception of maybe Dark Souls 2. If you mash L1 and R1 while being grabbed, or left bumper, right bumper, you will get out of the grab early. You just have to mash those two buttons and alternate them. Just mash L1, R1, L1, R1, and you'll get out of the grab early. This works with basically every single grab attack, with the exception of one on the final boss. That's for a different reason, but any standard grab attack that's going to deal a ton of damage to you, just mash L1 and R1, and you'll take a lot less damage. And the animation of you getting dropped will be different, and you'll actually be able to act again more quickly if you've sort of mashed out of the grab. That doesn't mean mash R1 as soon as you get out of the grab. You're still very vulnerable, but you're going to recover a lot more quickly than you would normally. Okay, so you've basically seen at this point everything the fight has to offer. You got to be very careful of the boss's forward claw swipes. Those can be empowered with a bear incantation and can deal a bit of like a whirlwind type of damage, which just sort of AoEs out in front of the boss. However, you can just roll behind the boss to avoid that. It's not a huge deal. With Beast Claw right there, that ability has always annoyed me. I'm the weird one who finds Malekith easier than Garank. I have a really hard time dealing with a lot of these bestial incantations, but just pay very close attention to the trail of rocks that's beginning to fly towards you, and then roll forward at the last possible second, and you should be able to avoid that damage. Now, just like the Rune Bear, this boss can stare at you for a second and then immediately begin charging at you. That move is pretty difficult to avoid consistently, so you gotta be very careful. Just pay very close attention to the boss's face, and if you notice that he's staring at you for a second, be very ready for that boss to come charging at you. And that's basically it. I'll let the rest of the fight play out, but you've seen all that it has to offer at this point. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the join button below this video. You can also leave a super thanks by clicking the heart icon below this video. Don't forget to join my community Discord. The link for that is in the description below. As always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.